Hello everyone, welcome to the part 2 of my day 4 trip in Switzerland from Zurich to Lauterbrennen, Grindelwald and Interlaken. We started off our journey in a bus from the Sukai bus station in Zurich, and we are now close to approaching the Lauterbrennen, also known as Valley of 72 Waterfalls. Here is a short clip of our trip.
Recently, and more people started to visit it. It's very small, just few inhabitants, and the majority are tourists who come here to visit the Mokar region to do hikes. And just before the bus covered clouds are part of the regional mountains. Also, here is the village of Buren. You might have heard of it. It's completely cast village, and the only way to get there is by train in Mokar. And also, you will see a little yellow train that goes up in the mountains. Because the train travel the rocks and then reach the Jungfrau. And it's very natural. Most of the cable cars are only used by farmers.
We finally reached Lauterbrennen, the Valley of 72 Waterfalls, and here we will be visiting one such waterfall, that is the Stauback waterfall.
Here on the right hand side where you see this big group of people are the toilets, and we'll be going up the stairs through the railway station and turning left and walking towards the waterfall. So I will get off, wait for you a few minutes, and then start walking. Usually all the groups walk in the same direction, so don't worry.
Our guide basically asked us to use the washroom before the hike to the waterfall, and here we are waiting for some of the members in our group. Once all the members have gathered, we are now climbing the stairs to reach the railway station area, and we'll be going through a tunnel-like area in order to reach the other side of the railway station. Talking about Lauterbrennen is actually a village in the Interlaken Oberhasli administrative district in the canton of Bern in Switzerland. The meaning of Lauterbrennen is Lauter meaning clean, clear or bright, and Brennen of course means fountain or spring. This Lauterbrennen is actually known for being the mecca of the wingsuit base jumping. As you know, the valley is surrounded by steep rock faces and features 13 legal jump points. Many consider it as mecca of base jumpers, and approximately 20,000 jumps are recorded annually, which is about 4 times the number recorded in early 2000. But at the same time, the wingsuit base jumping is an extreme sport with a high fatality rate. In Lauterbrennen, the average is 3 fatalities per year, and the first fatal accident occurred in the year 1994. As of July 2024, around 68 base jumpers have died in this Lauterbrennen Valley. And in the year 2021, a parish of Lauterbrennen unveiled a memorial in its cemetery dedicated to the base jumpers and the mountaineers who lost their lives in the pursuit of adventure in the valley. So if you want to practice base jumping, you need to purchase a landing card from the Swiss Base Association. Talking about the climate in Lauterbrennen, the wettest month will be July, and June will be the month of precipitation, and the driest month would be October. This is according to statistics between 1981 and 2010. Now talking about the Lauterbrennen railway station, as you can see just below the road, you can see the trains lying over there, and this railway station actually connects Lauterbrennen to the Interlaken as well as the Grindelwald. It's a 10 to 15 minutes walk from near the railway station to the waterfall area, depending upon your pace. You can see some trains inside the railway station. This railway station at Lauterbrennen is also known as the gateway to the Upper Jungfrau region. As you walk further, you will start seeing the Stauback waterfall, which is one of the Europe's highest free-falling waterfalls. The day on which we visited this waterfall was not a pleasant one because it was raining and the mountains were covered by clouds. This is the cemetery where there is a memorial for the base jumpers who has died after falling from the cliffs in the Lauterbrennen area. Now, this waterfall is actually 300 meters high, plunging from a hanging valley into the abyss, creating a mesmerizing mist that sways with the breeze. This waterfall is formed when the stream, on reaching the verge of the rocky walls of the valley, forms a cascade so high that it is almost lost in spray before it reaches the level of the valley. The falls can be admired directly from the town's main streets, and during the warmer months, a steep carved rock gallery trail takes you directly behind the curtain of the waterfall. The best time to visit this waterfall is from late spring to early autumn. Winter is too snowy or frozen, and usually the water volume will also be less during the winter times. The whole area looks like straight from a fairy tale view. The best time to wander around the waterfall area is during the sunrise and sunset, when very few people are near the waterfalls. There is also a hiking trail which will take you up to the mountain.
Now I have photos to post it because I have this is for girl, it's like a big Are you married or not yet.
This is the short hiking trail I was talking about.
It will be worth it, I think, because we're at the back of the mountain. Yes, and also like we stand for like 2 hours, right? Yeah. Now we need to exercise a little bit. Yes, that's true. А Фета смотрела по шоу. Oh, but look at the view.
You're good.
Don't worry about me. Thank you.
The view from above is mesmerizing and straight out of a fantasy tale. Now, this waterfall trail is actually free, and it is a short, iconic 1 kilometer out and back hike, and it features a steep ascent and a rock carved tunnel leading to the viewing gallery behind the 297-meter waterfall. This trail is actually open from May to October and takes about 30 to 45 minutes to complete, and it is completely free. At the end of the tunnel, you can see a metallic staircase on which you have to climb in order to reach the observation desk. And once you climb further, you will find a rocky terrain through which you will have to navigate, and ultimately you will reach the observation desk just behind the waterfall. It was an easy hike, but you will have to be careful because it was raining. The rocks were a bit slippery.
Yes, we're coming. Just to see behind.
잘놀랐어 아주 잠깐. Challenge 좀. 너무 될 것.
Almost there.
Finally, I reached top, but the traffic there was a bit high in order to take photos from behind the waterfall area. So, as we had only very little time for visiting this waterfall, I had to turn back, otherwise, I would have missed my bus. I think the best time to visit this place is during the early morning or the sunset time, when you can actually feel the essence of the waterfall, and also the crowd also will be very less at these times.
Я сделал вывод, что падение сюда абсолютно нет никакой необходимости. Падение сюда нет необходимости. Ну что, мы прошли туда. Ничего. Теплый солнечный день, наверное.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
This trail is actually closed during the winter times, which is good because it will become more slippery. This is actually the memorial of the poem written by Johann Wolfgang. From far, you can see the viewpoint or the observation desk just behind the waterfall. If you have more days in Switzerland, you can actually think of spending one day in Lauterbrennen, because this place is actually a very calm, peaceful area, and if you're a nature person, you can just blend in with this place. So as we were hiking down towards the bus station, I thought I'll take some photos of this railway station, which with its unique green background. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a lot of good photos because the weather was a bit cloudy, and the mountains in the surrounding areas were covered with clouds and fog. Finally, we reached the bus station on time, boarded the bus, and there was still 5 minutes left. And now we will be going to Grindelwald.
It's connected with the bus number 122. Or those of you who like walking, it's not a long distance from yellow ticket offices that you can buy, yellow machines that you can buy your ticket for bus number 122. The driver is not selling tickets. And I think it was about 2 francs 60 approximately one-way journey. But if you decide to walk, it's a beautiful walk through the highest train station in the mountains, and this is why it's the top of Europe. It takes you to a bit above 3,000 meters, 10,000 feet. And there's the eternal snow. Nowadays, unfortunately, the glaciers are shrinking. Global warming is causing faster, shorter time for them to melt. And the scientists are doing their best to find a solution. About 10 years for the same amount of snow to melt. So there are some also examinations that some of the glaciers also might disappear, unfortunately, like Mount Titlis.
കാണുന്നതെല്ലാം കാട്ടുപുല്ലാണ്. അതെന്ത് ഭംഗിയിലാണ് പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് നോക്കിയാട്ട് ലോണ് പിടിപ്പിച്ചതുപോലെ ഉണ്ട്. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ നിന്നുള്ള സാധാരണ പുല്ല് ഇങ്ങനെയാണോ? അല്ല, എല്ലാം we are now proceeding to Grindelwald.
The north face of the Eiger Blix. So if you would like to check, or I think they uploaded an episode on YouTube as well. If you Google north face of the Eiger, you will be able to find it and you will have a closer look.
As I've told, the weather is not favorable because the snow-covered mountains were not visible because the clouds was forming shield around the mountain. So we have finally reached Grindelwald.